Women are being socially engineered to hate men, and men are being socially engineered to be gay. Don't at me. It's just what I see. I've picked up on it. They're just making men more and more effeminate, encouraging effeminate behavior. And so to further that initiative, there's been a movement originally started by, you guessed it, a psychoanalyst. And that movement is called Single Mothers by Choice. And I'm going to let you hear about that on a recent CBS episode in which they were celebrating Mother's Day. And so they decided to do that by showing Single Mothers by Choice. Take a listen.
In honor of Mother's Day this Sunday, we're taking a look at a growing trend in motherhood, women becoming single moms by choice.
I said to myself, in 15 to 20 years, would I be more upset that I didn't have a kid or more upset that I didn't fall in love and get married? And I was like, if I didn't have a kid, for me, I feel like my life wouldn't be as fulfilled.
I'm a single mom by choice. Of course, all my daughter's weird quirks are from her donor.
I'm a single mother by choice. Of course, we're spending all the holidays with my side of the family.
I'm a single mom by choice. Of course, I'm my daughter's favorite parent.
Of course, we're spending holidays at my parents' house. It's not funny. The nuclear family is the best guard. It is godly, it is wholesome, and it is the best guard that we have against extreme governance. And so when you see these sorts of things, you should obviously exercise extreme compassion for the women who have been brought toward this point in their life, but also recognize that it is, whether you want to accept it or not, a tremendous evil.
Let's go ahead and get into it, man. Candace, Owens, speaking about single mothers by choice. Go ahead and start with you, Clout. What are your thoughts about this?
I think it's a very odd and strange trend, but this is where we at. This is where we at in society right now. Women can do what they want. They have full autonomy over their decisions. They have full autonomy over their body, and as long as a baby grows in their body, it'll be considered their property, and that's just what it is. And I think that I agree that the nuclear family is valid and important, but the worm's already out, man. The can is open. And I think we just got to deal with what's happening right now and figure out a way to adjust with this new world that we're living in.
Okay. All right, go ahead, Viz.
I think it's interesting to have just seen what all of the feedback that Cam got, and stuff like this be ignored. There was even a post, and I think I mentioned this a little bit, but there was a post of there's a chick that has a baby by Bow Wow and Future, and she just had a baby by some other guy that's in the league. I don't know if it was football or basketball, but women are in the comments, champion her, saying, "Oh man, congratulations, she secured that bag, woo woo woo." But when it was just Cam, literally the day before, is you creating broken homes. And I mean, shit, for a mother to be even saying that in front of her child, the damage that's going to do once that child grows up. So I truly think that we living in some demonic times where a lot of weird ass trends are becoming the norm, and people are for it. So me personally, it's crazy, because 9 out of 10, well, I wouldn't say 9, maybe 7 out of 10 of those women, of those children, are going to grow up to be non-binary and have all these weird ass pronouns and stuff like that. So we just got to do what we can with who we can.
All right, go ahead, brother Hink.
Man, it's disturbing. It really is that we're doing this, man. Look, we talked about this Friday, and I gave my definition of a family as a husband and a wife and a children. And now you got this woman that's promoting this bullshit, man. And unfortunately, it's already been going on, but now, it's going to get out to the masses. Why? Because, it's on TikTok, it's on the internet, it's on a television show, or, and it's going to promote more and more people to do silly shit like this. I encourage them. I'll make them think it's okay. I was thinking about it, but I didn't know if I should actually make the move to do it. So now they're going to do it. Until, like Viz said, they start dealing with them issues of the child, that then they don't have nobody else to turn to. You know what I'm saying? Normally when you have your husband in the picture, now you have at least some type of relief. So who you gonna turn to now? I mean, you hope maybe some of the grandparents of the grandchild will come through and be there for you. Well, if they're busy doing their own thing, they feel like they did their time. They raised you as an adult woman. It's unfortunate they let you down because you made a bad decision by deciding to having a child without a proper father in their life. You just decided to go and get a sperm donor and move like that. That makes bad decisions, man. Chicks who move like that are making bad decisions and selfish decisions. And I look at those women, I see why motherfuckers don't want to really be with them for a lifetime. They didn't look too hot. They look ugly. So they probably had no choice but to get falsely inseminated. I understand, what I'm saying. The only way I would catch one of them, because I was dry dicking it for about a year or so, and nothing else came through, and she was a last resort. What am I supposed to do? I mean, it is what it is, but man, it's a bad look. It's a bad look, ladies. So hopefully you got some women out there ready to shame them like they did Cam. What's the damn difference? You creating a broken home, you create a broken home. Now, of course, Cam and Nick Cannon had more, but man, who's to say you're not gonna do the same? At least they talking about taking care of their kids. Man, you just talking about just not even trying to make it work with somebody else. You said I bypass the middleman. I'm just gonna go and have the baby and the hell with everything else. I don't agree with that. I'll leave it there.
All right, go ahead, M. White.
So I think that I would love to see what they chose for their sperm donors on a side note. Because them babies, I'm gonna leave that part alone. But I think that if you have a child intentionally and plan on leaving them as like robbing them of a parent, I made this case before. I think that's your child abuse. Now, a parent can die, and you could raise a child without the parent. Y'all could try and make it work as a couple. It don't work when you raise the child without the parent. But if you intentionally say, you know what, I don't really think you need the other half more than I need a child, I think that shit is neglect. It's a form of parental alienation because you're intentionally making sure that the child doesn't have the other parent. Yeah, I think that shit abuse.